Hello, my name is Krishna and I'm from Knoxville. I got you an extension called Zapply. I created this extension because your next job shouldn't feel like a job. So before diving into this extension, I would want to take a minute here and show you all my previous works. I have right-click absolute enable copy for whoever wanted to access their right-click menu options on pages that doesn't allow you to inspect copy. If you add this extension, it does that task easier for you guys. And coming to the To-Do Follow-Up Pro, if you have different computers and different environments, like Windows, Mac, Windows, different computers, all the environments will be on the same page and all the tasks, notification, communication, transfers, follow-ups, tasks that you wanted to do on a specific day or upcoming day, you can sync everything up so that every environment that you land on will already have the updates ready for you, and you can use your own Google Sheets as your own drive, cloud. So the version 2.0, version 101.0 are pretty much same, just that 101.0 uses the Google to sign in and 2.0 uses the Microsoft account to sign in. Coming to the contact manager, I know there are many people out there, like vendors, recruiters, they are like ghosted every single time, they disappear and you don't know what to do with them. And sometimes you need to sit and find out who is the last vendor that you've spoken on a specific task or a requirement or an opportunity. And you need to have a follow-up meetings with them. You need to create your own invites or your own events on the Google calendars, which does all in one single place. If you use this contact manager extension, that makes your task very easier. And it will bring all the different tasks into one single consolidated task on the Google Sheets again. You can use your own Google Sheets as your cloud, and you can communicate with the Google Sheets and at the same time on the extension as well. If you want to create an event, you can let the extension know about it, and it will take care and it will create a beautiful event out there for you already on the Google calendars. And you can quickly call vendors, you can quickly have the status updates on there, and you can see how many vendors you reach in a day and what the statuses are in a quick glance. And you can also maintain a big huge archive list of companies that you previously reached, and it has its own dedicated to do follow-ups. Coming to the mail tracker badge remover, it's one of its kind application. If you guys use mail suits or mail trackers applications, this extension useful on top of those extensions. Those extensions have a watermark. To remove the watermark, you need to pay for the subscription, or you need to click every single time the red X in the compose. If you don't click the red X, the watermark will be right there, and if you send it, it will be big embarrassment for the other people who are reading your emails, knowing that for the first time that they are getting tracked by you to see if you see the email or you didn't see the email. So it will be a big embarrassment. So you need to get to take that down. So every single time you need to cleanly observe and remove the watermark whenever it appears in the compose, forwards, or replies. But you don't need to worry if you have this extension. It does it magic. You don't need to do anything again. So just install the extension. It does everything for you. And coming to the YouTube dual panel ad blocker. So since Chrome brought the dual panel now, I highly do not recommend you guys to use this extension anymore. Just skip this extension. Coming to the music ad blocker shortcut hot keyboard controller for YouTube. This is one of its kind of extension, and I pretty much personally love this extension because I hate coming back to the Chrome browser and searching the YouTube music page and pausing the music or playing the music, going to the next track or liking that music to add it to my album, because if I like a specific song I will do that. So now if I have this extension, I can do it from any place. Even if you're in the Chrome browser, if you're not even in the Chrome browser also, it will try to pause, play, and also like specific music. And it has a unique feature playing 90 seconds, and it will keep on skipping the track after 90 seconds. It has a feature where if you enable that feature, it will try to play for 90 seconds and then it will skip that song again. And 90 seconds skip that until unless you find a specific one that you like. And if you like that song which is playing in the 90 seconds, you can keep on continuing playing the full song. If you like that song, you can like it to like album with a couple of shortcut keys like Command Shift L, Command Shift pause, like the spacebar to pause, spacebar one more time to play, Command Shift Z to stop the shots, Command Shift Z again to play the shots, Command X to skip to the new song, forward the song, and skip to the new song. Like all those features are there, so you can control pretty much every single function of YouTube Music from anywhere outside from the Google Chrome as well. And coming to the Anchor ChatGPT AI LLM bookmark, so this is one of my favorite feature extension I would say, because I will be using a lot of LLMs. I will be doing a lot of research. I will be doing a lot of generating resumes honestly, and I will be using the LLMs to study unique tools and learn quickly about the tools and in detail functionalities and the features of the tools also. So in the process, I will end up having hundreds and hundreds of scrollable content on the same chatbot. So what happens is if I go ahead and fetch or find by Command F as a global function to such specific word, where was it that I left previously, it would take like at least like 5 minutes for me to search scroll through that location. But by using this Anchor ChatGPT AI LLM bookmarking chart, if you add a bookmark initially anchoring a word or a text or a paragraph in the LLM, it will remember the location. Even though you close that LLM chatbot, you can simply go to this extension to the libraries and click on that specific card. It will open the website, scroll you down to that location, and highlights that specific thing that you're looking again for. So it is a whole lot of next level extension I would say, which is helpful for me to especially like to remember where I left off, remembering where I should start from, and also taking me to that specific location on the chatbot without using Command F and sitting and scrolling for like juggling to scroll around the stuff. And now coming to the Zapply, currently the extension is out there on the name called LinkedIn Job Checker. I just did a recent update and it is still in review. I hope it will come by this weekend and it will be out there for you all guys. The Zapply version 1.8, and there's again a upcoming update 1.9. I wanted you guys to like watch out for 1.9. So 1.9 is the one I'm going to show you now, and that is the final update on the 1.9 for the Zapply. It has all the features. So coming to the extension itself, you can go to the Chrome web page by simply just typing this thing, or by 3 dots going to the extension page, manage extension, you will end up on the same page. So if you see here, the Zapply will be already here. You just need to install the extension. After installing, make sure it is turned on. For now, I will just keep it off because I wanted to show you a couple of things. So I wanted it to be off. Now, let's say this is the situation every day that I'm going through. I will be opening a new tab. I will be going to my bookmarks that I have: Indeed, Dice, ZipRecruiter, Monster, Career Builder, all these job portals. For example, if I go to the LinkedIn, I have just casually searched for data engineer job positions and put the date posted was 24 hours ago, just filtered out. And since I was looking for the full-time positions right now, I need to go click on the full-time here and then show all the requirements that I can apply for. Now that I have the list here of the requirements, I will go ahead and start doing easy apply, or I will go to that specific company's portal and apply the position. And if you see here, the jobright.ai having a requirement in LinkedIn was hilarious for me. Jobright.ai says that it will find a matchable requirement for you, yet they have those requirements out here. I don't know where these requirements are coming from, whether it is from jobright.ai or whether it is from somebody else tasking the jobright.ai to post on the LinkedIn to find a machine learning engineer. Let me click on that specific thing. If you see here, it is literally posted by their own website here. And if I go into the jobright.ai, I have already an account here which have the same interface that the LinkedIn have. It has a full-time filter section, it have the country, region, background, and entry-level positions, what kind of entry-level position that you're trying to get. It is simply like, what I feel, especially right now, I'm not trying to judge jobright.ai itself, I'm trying to judge the whole market right now. This is how it is right now. So jobright.ai is posting these requirements. They're trying to advertise themselves in here in the LinkedIn so that people end up in their location trying to find a career on their websites instead of using LinkedIn, paying for the premium. Again, if you go to the jobright.ai, you need to pay again some advanced, if you want advanced features like resume modifications, quick application applying, like without you applying that, the jobright.ai will does that for you. So for that, you need to pay some subscription fee for usage of it. So if you see here, they are clearly advertising their own web page about their requirement in the LinkedIn. I hate having those kind of requirements on the LinkedIn, giving a sense and feeling that there is a real requirement for machine learning engineer. If some machine learning engineer guy sees this, he would go and try to apply for this position, expecting them to call, having them to review their resume and getting a job. But it is not true for me, from my perspective. I would say I would take the blame. I'm not trying to judge, but other requirement, Spot and Tango, I don't know about this. Let us see. So it is taking me a while to come here to understand the company first, whether it is a real company that they are trying to buy somebody or trying to sell someone to somebody else. So I don't want to apply for those who are trying to sell to somebody else, saying that we have some requirements. I don't want to apply for these companies. How can I do that? I have my filter up here, the full-time filter already. Yet I see all these requirements. What happens in the real time is, let's say if I got hired in 2017 and got laid off in 2026 by the different company, but I got that job offer from the Blissway. Now I'm in the job market as well. Now my competition is with 2:1 ratio with the Blissway. So I don't want that complication. I just want to sit and do 1:1. So what do I mean by 1:1 is that Google, Microsoft, the Fortune 500, Fortune 1000, Fortune 10,000 companies, I just want to apply to those companies, which they treat 1:1 ratio. They doesn't treat like 10:1, 20:1 ratio, because these 20:1 are especially the vendor companies, agency companies. Those companies need to sell all these 20 people and get those 20 people to be placed. It might take months, it might take years to place all these people if they have many people with them. So what happens here is it's a big, huge game, and you will get stuck in just applying every single time to these companies. I don't want to apply to those companies. I just want to skip those requirements altogether. So what I did is the Zapply, which helps me to do that. As soon as you install this extension, don't expect to see the green and red circles. As soon as you install the extension, also sometimes you will see this white screen like this on the job boards. Once you install that extension, just open the extension and just close the extension, because telling that extension you need to start working, and just click on the sync button, so it will synchronize all the list of companies a quick manner. Just click on it, it says download complete, and just give it like 1 or 2 minutes and reload the page. If you don't see the circles forming like that, the shaded circles, you keep on loading. See, I see the circles before even showing me up there. So if you don't see that, make sure you open the extension one more time, just reload it, make sure you're seeing the big fat circle, the gray circle, so that the skeleton. So that means the circles are started forming. Even though you see the white space, don't worry. Even after you seeing the gray circles, sometimes you will be not seeing the green or red circles, sometimes you will be seeing exclamatory mark. Don't worry, it will be fast depending on your internet speed and on your token speed. So here what I did is, especially with the Gemini and Grook, are two free platforms where you can use a couple of APIs for free, paying $0. If you go to the Google AI Studios, you can create your own API key, Google AI Studios, and it will launch this website. You need to go in there, and after landing here, you need to get API key. API key, you will see Gemini API key, or you can go ahead and rename it, say S2, and you can import the project. Again, go ahead and check how to create a project in the YouTube, especially on the Google AI Studios. There are tons of videos out there how to get a free API key. So they will teach you how to do that. So when you click on the default Gemini project and generate an API key, it will create a new API key. So I have S2 and test. So these are the two APIs that I just generated. You can copy the API key from here, and you can simply paste that up here and then save it. So the pending is something that it is taking the status of that specific API key that we just given to it. And when you close the extension, come back, you will see an active status with this as well. But now what you're seeing the pending is that since the first API key is already available and active, and still there are few tokens left out in this specific API key, so the extension first depends on the first API key itself. It doesn't go to the second one until unless it fully uses the potential of the first key. Then it will go to the second potential, and then third, fourth, fifth, like that to the 10th. After all the Gemini keys are finished, it will go to the Grok. And if you start giving the Grok, there are tons and tons of videos out there for you to go ahead and see how to create a Grok API key for free. It's very easy, trust me. I did it, then you can do it. Absolutely, just get those API keys and paste it here. I don't want to tell that, but I have like 5 Google accounts. I have 5 different API keys created from 5 different free accounts. So each account helps me to handle almost like 2 to 3 hours, sometimes even 5 hours. Since my database is growing every day, since people are using it, it will hold my data up to like maybe 7 to 8 hours. So I don't need to go ahead and give a search or find a company, whether it is a real-time company or it is an agency or job board company, right? So the whole thing that we are trying to use the Gemini or Grok is I have a certain set of instructions, prompts, and analyzation patterns, and a scripted set of code in the extension. As soon as you give an API key and start scrolling to new requirements, for example, if you see here, it is doing LD, CL, then AI1, AI-1. So what happening here is, so LD, I will tell you by showing you one more example here. LD. Now what happened here is it is searching the local database, then it moved to the cloud database, the cloud that I hold the information already, and then it went and said that career source is not available in the cloud or local. So I need to go ahead and search that, do the research on the AI. So AI-1, AI1, the AI1 is the first API key it was started using. So it went and searched for the API key and came back with the result and said that yes, we can go ahead with a green signal that this is an actual company and I can waste my time to do my research on the tools that they want and modify my resume and do whatever I want to do to apply. Now it is again searching for the local database for the ATC. It is not available. CL it mode not available. Again AI2. If you see here, it's at AI2 because AI1 was overwhelmed by doing much more background work right now. So what happens here is if you open the extension, you will see AI1 and AI2, right? So if you see previously it was pending for me for the AI2 and only the AI1 was active. Now I have both are active. So since AI1 is already active, we are making the servers go crazy on the free servers. So free servers, what it does is they will slow down all of a sudden. So I doesn't want that to be happen to you while you're working on your requirements. So if you give at least 10 API keys, it will do like AI1 not available, moving to AI2 not available, moving 3 AI available. I got my result. The result is up here immediately. If 10 API keys are not available, I will go and ask for the Grok. Hey Grok, can you help me out since Gemini is done for the day? Because one user, one of my friend had like 10 Google accounts. I realized at that time, hey, let me put 10 at least for the people out there. We never know, like my Google account is a subscription based one, so I can use my API, which will be billing a huge amount, but I don't highly recommend you guys to use it for this purpose. This is like a free based purpose. You can use it on the free API keys. The extension will does its magic on the free basis. You don't need to pay for any of it, which will be available for free. You can search for the YouTube how to get the Gemini API keys and Grok API keys and just put them here. That's it. Put them here and just click on the save button and just do retry. Just click on the retry and it will does it magic. If you want to change the API key, just click on clear and put the new one. Just like this. I will copy this the same one. Just click on the clear button. It will clear that. It will empty it, and when you put it down and just click on save and then click on retry, and it will start taking that as an API key for the next usage. Now, Pacific Life searching for on local database, not available cloud, not available on AI. AI requested, AI started doing its research and told that yes, this is an actual company that I can sit and apply. Now, the real part. If you see here, I previously mentioned that the JobRite.ai and Lensa were two companies, or like literally like LinkedIn, Indeed, Dice. I told it was true because it showed me red. I don't want to waste my time applying on these things. If I want to do that, I will go to these websites like JobRite.ai, especially, and go ahead and do the machine learning engineer early career. I will try to go to the website of the JobRite.ai and let me try to search for this requirement. So that requirement alone is not available in the JobRite.ai. It's just an advertisement. But if you go up here, it will be having in their career page, like jobboard.ai will have its own career, right? So in that career, it have that requirement. If their web page have their requirement posted 2 hours ago, why don't it show up on here in their own job search? That is my big other worry. Let me put some filters. United States company work date posted past 24 hours. Hopefully that it will show up. No, it doesn't show up in their own hosting platform. So this is the hilarious. Their career page, they have this requirement 2 hours ago. So they have the whole responsibilities thing, stuff, qualifications, experience, and blah blah blah. And on their website, where you can go ahead and search for the requirements and click on applying, they don't have that requirement appear in their job board for their own requirement. That would have been a great opportunity for somebody who is using the JobRite.ai and they have the premium subscription, which we need to pay at least 89, 39, 70. Whom you're trying to get, I don't have any clue. I'm not trying to judge this by simply this. There are people who really got jobs by using JobRite. But to be honest, it might work for you guys, it might not work for you guys. But putting the effort to modifying the resume, it's not worth it, personally, if you ask me. So I will just skip it, go to the other requirement, and then other. See here, Boeing. The Boeing is literally a good company. Tango, that's one of the good companies it seems now. Previously, I don't know that it was in a company at all. Now, Equifax, this is a credit agency. Yeah, like that. So now you see, I have a filter for full time. Even though I have a filter for full time, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bot already, 6 bot already. If you see here, GTM talent plan. Okay, the requirement looks genuine. The logo looks good. The logo pleasable for me to click on it and go through the requirement. And requirement seems convincing for me. Brooksource again. It is an agency company, and this got the red circle. And going to the SISL Global, I don't know what this is. It might be a recruiting company as well, maybe vendor company. I don't know whether these guys have this requirement sold out or still active, but I don't want to go ahead and apply because it's not worth it, I would say. And like this, it is very easier for you to understand really quick which company that you want to apply and which one requirement you can skip. There are many times that it was using the AI, and what happens here is when there is a specific company name, it is in a new one in the market. I have a data of like almost 6 months now. So from past 6 months, if there is no company name is available there, it will go ahead and search for the AI and it will contribute your effort to the global database. Like let's say I'm using this extension now from almost like 3 months now. I contributed like 70% of the companies to the cloud. So it is learning and it is helping you at the same time. And I have a huge database of the companies where it will be most of the time quick, reliable, and accurate. And at the same time, I highly recommend you guys to quickly have a glance and understanding of what's happening there at the same time as well. If you find any of them, unreliable, let me know by going to the help section. Communicate with me by leaving me a feedback. I will update my email up here. Next time when you see here, my email will be there, krishnaxkv@gmail.com. You can email me as well. Wherever you go, these things will keep on loading and let you know whether it is a real company or an agency company. So based on that, you can put your time, effort to apply the company. Now moving on, now we know how to handle the Gemini broke. Coming to the job extraction. This is one other level of feature that I like in this extension. This is the set of instructions, the latex code, I would say. If you guys know about the overleaf, it's like a nice template maker where you can make your PDF real quick in a fraction of seconds. Just that you need to have a latex code. And I have inbuilt prompts to it. If you see here, you can go through the prompts as well, strict AI instructions that I have given. Something like, imagine that the generator of the chatbot is a 4 years software engineer guy. Try to make sure whatever the job description tools are, try to understand each and everything. Make sure it will pass the ATS. So make sure it has all the instructions here. My format, how my resume needs to look like, and where my client should be, all my roles, responsibilities, and prompts. Set of instructions, certain boundaries to the AI when it is going to generate me a resume on basis of the job description. So it will be easier for me, quick and reliable. So what I'm going to do is I'll just copy the whole prompt. This is a prompt plus skeleton of the resume, okay, together in one single prompt. So I will go to the job extract page and then I go to the AI prompt and then I will paste that whole thing here and then click that save. Now since the prompt is saved, I will go to a job requirement and for example, let's say if I want to apply for this data engineer position, let's say, okay, now my job is very much simple. If you go to the help section, you will see here all the shortcut keys. If you see this shortcut key for the copy to clipboard, so the shortcut key is simple, Ctrl Shift +1. So I will do the same, Ctrl Shift 1, and you see there is a nice source here, copy to clipboard. I will show what it did, okay, in a second. So if you come to the extension in the company section, you will see Nielsen is the same company that I started getting the job description from for the data engineer. What just happened is, I will show you in a second. Go to the ChatGPT. I'll just use the ChatGPT and do the Command V or Control V. What just happened is, it got the current job description of this posting, the full job description. It got the full job description of this posting plus the AI prompt that we have already given. So if you come to the job extractor in the extension, you can see all the thing here, and in the job description, you can see what the job description it was copied. So let's say I will go ahead and simply paid time off holidays. No, Nielsen and it's a red and flies. Let me copy till here. Copy this. Come out. Command F. Where's that? See, it copied till the bottom. The full job description is already in there, and very easily I was able to Command V paste the prompt plus the job description together into the AI thing. And if I load that, since I already have the set of instructions and the job description together given to the AI, now AI is on a page of generating me the resume now. You will be amazed by the format that it gives in a second. You can go ahead and do your thing. By the time it will finish the thing, now you don't need to pay for any subscription fees. Like for example, whoever like trying to search an automation thing that applies for us, behalf of us, you don't need to pay anything. You just need to have your own prompt. They are out there. There are many templates out there. For example, if you go to overleaf, resume template, this is the latex template. And if you go ahead, whatever the template you feel like it is proper, for you to use or modify later on, I will go ahead and use this because it's more easily, easily modifiable because it has nice name header, contact information header, and experience, nice and clean and neat. Projects that I did, education skills that I have, open as template. It already have the template, and now you can start have all your AI prompts up here itself. In latex, percentage is like commenting out. Okay, so this is my use the JD that I and make this resume, please. So I have this just one line of prompt here. Now what I'm going to do is I go to my extension, job extract. So I just simply change my AI prompt and save my AI prompt as a new one and go to a different posting, which is by the Google. And then I just simply say Command Shift 1, that's the command shortcut key to launch the copy to clipboard. And you can also change by clicking the edit button right here. And as soon as you click the edit button, if you're trying to get some predefined functionalities, for example, let's say D. Command D is already reserved in macOS because of the Chrome browser uses the Command D to show some specific things. I don't know what it was. So it will tell you which are available and you can use them. Please do not use the default shortcuts. Use something that is not already allocated so you can use that without any error or without any problem. So now I change it to Command I. So simply I will do Command I. So it was copied to the clipboard. Now that I have it for the clipboard, now this is the template I have. A different template, by the way. I will come to the ChatGPT again and go to the new chat pot here and give that new template design and the single line of prompt that we have. This is my template. Use the JD that I provided and make this resume, please. That's very basic instruction that I given to the AI, and also I given the full job description of the Google posting for the data engineer, data centric position here, and it took that. It's making the resume. Let it make the resume here. Oh, it already finished, I guess. Let me go back to the overleaf and see what it did. Because you need to have very detailed set of instructions. So AI will hallucinate, right? So make sure AI will not get hallucinated. So you need to have that detailed instruction. Then your resume will be like super nice outcome every single time. I will paste the copied information and just recompile it. And I told you, right? It have a couple of errors that it came out, right? So I will go ahead and tell him the So this prompt, I just tried to get it done just now. The ChatGPT didn't perform it really good, but let me go ahead and just copy the same prompt. Okay, I don't want to do that before. I told it, right? There are a couple of errors. Let me go to the previous one. This is the detailed instruction prompt that I have. This is my template, right? So I will copy my template, go to the blank page, and just paste this, recompile it, and there you go. Very clean, detailed. This resume 100% matches the requirement. So that requirement, this requirement is from the lesson, right? So the Google requirement is now it is doing it. Let's see what it did. Let me copy it. Let me go here. I hope it doesn't give again much errors. It did. So basically what happened is you need to have a good set of instructions. Please go through the instructions that I have for the latex code. So that's how my resume was clean and nice. Let me use Claude. Claude is very smart. I logged into the Claude, and the ChatGPT is the free account. So what I try to show you is that you can use a free account. If you have a strict instructions, it will end of the day make you a nice and neat resume. But if you have a basic set of instructions, then you need to have for sure a pro account or pro subscription, or at least logged into the resources so they work more smarter way. So what I'm trying to do is, let me go back. Let me not do this. So what I will do is I will go ahead and click Command I one more time for this data-centric engineer position by having the same AI prompt. If you see, I have only one line of instruction here. Go to the Claude and feed that to the Claude and just click enter, and it will read the whole thing, and it will generate me literally a nice and clean resume directly. You will watch out. You will see. You will see. By the time it is doing that, let me go to the blank page where I just got my resume for the Nelson, and let me download this Nelson PDF, and I will come to the LinkedIn, and then I will go to the job analytics and click on the job analytics, analyze the job description. Let me update that with my actual resume, desktop, resume, blank, open that resume. It matched only 57% because I just used the free ChatGPT account, and these are the information that it missed out, right? Let me do like this. What's missing? Go to the ChatGPT again. This is the one that is not belongs to the Google, right? Yeah. So what's missing? I'll just click insert that information, and now the AI try to embed all the information that we given. What is missing? It will try to give a different version of resume now. So here, let me say notify here for me. So it is doing the magic. See the one line prompt that we have and the template that we got out from an open source Overleaf account, and still it is working right there. And by the time it does its thing, okay, this is finished. Let me take that and put it in here and recompile it. And now I got the second version of it. I will go ahead and do the download, and I downloaded it. Going to the LinkedIn again, going to the job analytics, update the resume, blank. Now 93% match. Now, no, I just did it in like few clicks, right? I just did it in few clicks. I got all the matching keywords for ATS detection. So I increased the matching percentage to 93. And now if I go ahead and apply it, and if I go ahead and apply this position, it will go through the ATS. Definitely it will go through the ATS because we have all the keywords matching. If you have time, if you have effort, if you have genuine responsibilities on there, what I do is I will try to learn specific things, and as much as I learn, I will put those there. Till that part, I will try to see what are the matching responsibilities that I did from my previous environments. I will try to match those in my responsibilities, and then I will modify the points a little bit, not completely depend on the AI generated points, right? And I will then go ahead and submit it. I will do those kind of stuff. Now let me go to the Claude again. Now see this thing. This is the thing that I'm talking about. The Claude. Since I have the premium subscription on the Claude, I just given pretty much one line of code, and it literally given me the PDF of the resume. I can use the Claude directly, not using the overleaf. I can altogether skip the overleaf. Here I just did only one job. I didn't even copy any of the job description. I didn't do anything. You see, it changed everything according to that specific template that we given. It changed all the responsibilities. It given a nice clean 2-page resume that I can use and go ahead and apply for the Google requirement. I just did nothing. I just clicked Command I, shortcut key since we changed it. It copied that to the clipboard, and then I can see that information that it is copied at the company name. If you see the company name got changed, that means it got extracted the job description, and it set the rules and instructions. The AI prompt that we have. Let me change the AI prompt to my default prompt because I like to use my set of instructions because it is more powerful. Use it multiple times on free account without getting my tokens out. I can like literally log out from ChatGPT and keep on using the free version of ChatGPT. So not at the same time, you will not get bought kind of a strike as well because you are like human trying to interact the applications much more easier and fast pace way. Now you saw the Command I shortcut which copied to the clipboard. You need to open the ChatGPT and you need to paste it in a new page so it will does its thing and it gives you the resume, right? So let me go back here. Let me go to the ChatGPT. Let me get the ChatGPT URL, home URL. Let me copy it. Just close this. Go to my extension and go to the auto launch page. Let me put that URL right here and just click on save. Just hide it for now. So what just I did is I told every time, hey, listen to this specific website to launch the resume search. Now what I'm gonna do is I have my set of instructions already that in the AI prompt job extract in the AI prompt I have a strong set of instructions already. And in the job description is same as the company name. Like the company name will be highlighted here, and the job description of the company name will be, the job description of that company will be in the job description in the job extract. So now the other shortcut key, if you go to the help section, you see there will be another shortcut key, which is launch AI full page, which is Ctrl Shift 2. You can also change it, whatever you like to change it, you can change it. So let me use the default one for now, and Shift 2. So what happened now is it launched the AI page. It sent the information. I'm not doing anything, by the way. I'm not at all clicking any buttons. I'm not doing anything. Now what happened is it got the AI prompt. It got the job description. It told the AI web page, hey, to make this resume out. That's it. Beautiful and clean. It's doing its thing. I can go ahead and go to the data engineer, Command Shift 2. Again, it will launch a new one. And I can come back you don't need to worry to wait or listen whether it is doing its thing. You can go back and see it will be already on its way. And if you see this is already done, you can just copy the latex code. You need to come back to the blank page. You just paste it, recompile it, bang, you got a new resume for the new requirement. Now that you have 2 job postings, right? Now see, I have 2. Let me do like last one more. This one too. Now that I have 3. Now here I have a big problem again. What's the big problem is that if I'm in the first ChatGPT on this page, I don't know which requirement it came from. I might switch this by mistake. You never know what happens. Now what you need to do, you need to go and search on here, like what is the company name. You can see the company name in the job description, like try to see whether this is the job description that is matching with the one that we have the requirements. What if you have like 10, 20 pages, 30 pages? You can sit and joggle between each and everything that, let me see, okay, this is career, subscribe, no, this is not the page. Let me go here. What does it say? Let me copy a line here. Let me copy a line. Try to see whether this is the requirement or not. Okay, no. Let me go ahead and search here. No. Let me go ahead and search here. Yeah, now, yeah, this belongs to this requirement. It's a big problem for me now. Okay, now how I solve this, you can come back to the extension and go to the auto launch page. You can see this clean interface right here, the 3 cards. So the 3 cards tell you everything. So this 2 is the chatbot, that the chatbot's launcher, and from is the source that it is coming. It is coming from LinkedIn, Indeed, Dice, ZipRecruiter, Monster, Career Builder, whatever it is coming from. Okay, that's a thing right here. So when you click on a specific one, let's say on the first card, on the 2, which says the software engineer position, it brought me to that page. Now I want to go to the source. Let me go to the source, because what happened here is my resume was done, my resume was generated. I pasted the code in the overleaf. Now my resume came down to 1 page. I just downloaded it. I will come back to the AI page again. So I know this is the software engineer position, and this is the chart bot that I have. Now where do I need to apply is I can simply click on from address. What happens here is if that link is already open, it will take you to that specific page. If it is not, it will launch a new page. Since it is not, because I moved to a different location. Okay, now let's say I'm in a different location, right? Since it is not, now what happens is it will launch you that specific requirement, and you can simply finish the task by just going out there, checking the resume that you just finished it, downloaded. That is blank 2, maybe. Yeah, blank 2, 82% match, you got it, so you're satisfied. What were the missing 3 votes? There were 2 missing votes. That's fine, you thought, and you simply applied for that position using that resume. You can simply close it, close this too. And also what you can do is you can delete that specific card, because this is done, so you can just delete it by just a simple delete button. So that task is done, and next you move to a different one. Now the different one is already existing. It brought you to that specific one, and the resume where it is belongs to the chart, it will take you to that chart. Since the resume is already done, you can copy it and you can put it in the overleaf, the prompt, and just recompile the prompt and get that prompt done, blank 3. And now I need to go back to the data engineer position. Let me go ahead and see how much percentage it is matching, whether I can improve that resume or that resume is good enough for me or not. So I'm trying to see it is 62%. It is fine for me, absolutely. Just missed some basic ones like relational databases, problem solving, Postgres, and artificial intelligence. Let me go to the resume. Databases. What all databases? Did it got the Postgres? Yes, it got the Postgres. Oh, sorry. Processing real time. SQL. Postgres. SQL database. Since it said like SQL in the format, that is the reason why it didn't get detected. I will say that's fine, and I will use this resume because this is the right way to put the SQL in the capital letters. In the job analytics, it was showing in the small letters, right? So that is the reason why it was not highlighted. So that's absolutely fine for me. See, PostgreSQL, it doesn't have this SQL name, so it didn't pick up that particular word, but ATS will pick that up because ATS have the AI capacity to understand what resume style it is there, so it will match that resume. So I'm satisfied up here. So I will just go ahead and simply apply that position, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that previous bot. I will just close that bot because it's done. I will move ahead to a different one. I will do the same thing, repeat a task again and again and again. It makes my thing and stuff very easier because literally it have the certain set of instructions to form the latex skeleton, and it have the latex skeleton, and it have the job description given to the AI, and the rest is that it generates the resume, and I just need to put it in the overleaf and compile it, get that resume, and just apply it on that respective thing. You can use these cards to check which one it is, and you can simply go ahead and apply that. For example, if now I only have one chartboard, but I have 3 cards right here, I don't have 2 cards, information that is already open, right? So to chartboard, the ChatGPT is a free account. Since I'm not logged in, it will not remember the data. But here from address, the LinkedIn will definitely remember the thing because I'm already logged into the LinkedIn. If I click on it, it will take me to that right specific page for the requirement. Since we already applied for it, that's the reason why we close it the chatbot. The chatbot will open up, but since the chatbot doesn't hold the information, it will not show you that page altogether. So you can know by the time when you click on the from address, you can know by the time it was already been applied, and you can simply delete that. Same with the data engineer position, just that we are working on these 2. So if you see to address the ChatGPT, since we already were been there and working, it will take us to that page. By the time I got my resume here, just put it in here, compile. I got a beautiful template from my resume. I just download it, blank 4. I go to my job requirement. I don't know whether it was that job requirement or not. Let me check. Okay, it was not, so it launched that specific one in precise, and I will go ahead and apply for that requirement. Let me see what is the job requirement match here. Excuse me. 68, I'm good with that. I will go ahead and apply. I don't want to do it right now, making it 100%, but I think by this time you got the workflow. By this time the features, by this time the functionalities, and the productivity task. Now I would want to take a minute here. It is in developing mode, and if in developing mode if there is an error for any specific extensions, it will immediately let us know up here itself. By this time, if I had any error, I would have been got a message right here. And I created this extension in such a way that it will not pretend like or make an impression of a bot that is working on specific websites. I know how important LinkedIn is these days. I don't want some users' LinkedIn to be get closed or blocked by the LinkedIn. But what I did is I'm not going to touch any of the LinkedIn original code or original stuff here. I have a layer on the visible part only. What do I mean by that is it doesn't interact with the incoming requests and it doesn't interact with the flow of the LinkedIn. It doesn't interact with the website. But yet after loading all the information in the DOM, it will change. But that doesn't mean that it is interacting with the servers, changing rapidly, quickly, pretending like a bot that does like 1,000 tasks in 1 millisecond or 2 milliseconds. That's not my extension. It pretends like a human. It takes time. It takes the workload that human regularly does, and it creates an impression of human usage. It doesn't leave any fingerprints of bot. It will leave the fingerprints of human. That's how I made this extension. So this extension is safe and reliable and efficient to use on any page. Now, since the whole extension workflow you guys understood, let me go ahead and show you the other last shortcut key, which is Command Shift 3. If you remember, when I click on the Command Shift 3, it took a screenshot. In Mac, it's a default functionality and feature to take the screenshot. Since I mistakenly coded it with the Command Shift 3, I just keep it as it is. I did not change it to a different shortcut. By the time it rolls out, you might see a different shortcut key. But here now, I will go ahead and change it to the Command M. Command M is available for me, so I'm taking Command M. So I took the Command M. So we already saw and know what is the use of the other two shortcut keys. The shortcut one copies to the clipboard. It doesn't launch the AI automatically. It just copies to the clipboard. Whichever AI you wanted to use, you can use it. And the shortcut 2 will copy that specific information directly to the chatbot. Without you, no need to copy again and paste anything, something like that. But just one single shortcut key, Command Shift 2, it will launch that job description plus OpenAI chatbot prompt to the OpenAI chatbot URL, whatever the chatbot URL you have in here, AI chatbot URL. You can have any of them, it will take that. And the shortcut 3 is for the selected text. Let's say you're working on the email and all of a sudden the vendor send you a requirement that you need to satisfy that requirement. Let's say pretend that I'm the vendor and I send this requirement to you. Okay, so you just need to do simple stuff. Excuse me. Copy all that job requirement and just click Command M. Let me reload the page since I changed the command. Remember here, extension doesn't do any behavior of bot. So it doesn't reload any of the page if you change any of the shortcuts. You need to manually reload the page. And since I changed the shortcut, I just reloaded the page and it started working immediately, Command M. And it took the selected text as in a job description plus the AI prompt that we have previously set, and it started generating the resume. How cool is that? You don't need to do anything. You can move on to a different requirement. You can close even this. Let me go to a different thing. Let me go open a different stuff here. Let me keep it here. So as soon as this requirement is satisfied, I mean the resume is constructed. Okay, let me see for the selected text here. See, it says specifically selected text. So it's coming from the Gmail. It's going to the ChatGPT. So am I on the right ChatGPT? Yes, I'm on the right ChatGPT. Am I able to see the mail thing? No, it will launch immediately that specific mail. Since after the resume was being satisfied by the AI, you will take the AI resume which was satisfied and you will put it in the overleaf or whatever it is you're using. The blank 5 is the resume that I got, and I can literally send right back that vendor with the resume that I have prepared for him. 75%, which is really awesome. Test automation, communication, collaboration, Azure, that's absolutely fine. I'll just go ahead and apply it, just reply him with the resume that I just got it. Okay, this is the excuse me again, I don't know, my throat is very bad. So this is all about the extension, and pretty much these are the important features. I would say the shortcut and the shortcut 2 and the shortcut 3, and you can absolutely change the shortcuts. And coming to the other functionalities of the extension, some of them are company name. So if you see here, quick insert .c. .c is dedicated to the company name. So why did I do the .c is that, for example, if this resume I need to apply for a specific vendor company. So what I do is I will click on a download. Before I click on a download, I need to rename it, right? So I can't send him like a blank as the PDF name. I need to put Krishna Sai, right? So if I put Krishna Sai, there will be like hundreds of Krishna Sai's resumes in my folder, and this will say like, hey, there's another Krishna Sai, do you want me to replace, or like make a duplicate copy of it. If I say duplicate copy, it will start creating 2, 3. But what happens here is if you click on a new file, so if you click on a new file and say .c up here, if you see that, it got the company name that you're working for right now for the backspace. It just got that company name. So Krishna Sai, that company name. So it will be easier for me also to identify that resume while I'm sending to them. So that's how the .c works. The .c doesn't work on specific complicated fields like this. It will immediately get that company name, whatever the company name is up here. It will get that company name. Let's say if I'm working on this, what I do is I will do clipboard. If you see, the company name also will be changed right there. The company name was changed. So .c, I got that. So this is how it immediately gets that company name, and it will put that company name. And this is how the company name thing works, because it makes the task easier by just typing .c wherever you want to see the company name. And then going to another feature, which is snippets. Snippet is much more like creating prompts, creating templates, creating autofill job boards. Like for example, if I say .n for name, okay, name, I will put my name up here. So and .e for my email, and also it have dot as a starting call key and also 0 as a starting call key. Some job application portals you need to put your phone number where they are not allowing you to put the dot. So that's why the reason I have this shortcut especially for the phone number. I will put .00 or I will put .07 since my phone number starts with 7. So I will put my phone number and just add the snippet. So what happened here is that it just created all the snippets. I'll just go ahead and reload the page here for the first time after me creating the snippets. So when I click dot name.n as a name, my name comes in there. If I'm filling an application, it asks repeated set of instructions like name, email, phone number, date of birth, all that you can predefine. For example, for the phone number 07 is the shortcut, and it will call that. And now coming to the go to the ChatGPT or something, whatever the AI thing that you are using. For example, if you found that resume is not 100% match, you need to make it match to that resume. So you have a predefined prompt for it. So I will say .q1, it's a query one. Read the following job description and give me a summary in 2 paragraphs. So I'm trying to understand about the job description first and the skill sets first, so that I can learn more about the job description. Okay, that's the prompt for me for there. I don't want to sit and go through the stuff. It will teach me completely. And there is other prompt for me, which is .q2. If you observe here, Q1 and Q2 will start with the same call, .q. So you need to have a certain mechanism for your hands to put that thing in. If you say .q, took your time to put, let's say 1, I have it. Let's say, for example, let me change it, .2, Q only, and then save that. So now if I want to call .2, let's see how I will do this. .q2, I will type it very quickly so that it will call the right one. If I take my sweet spot, it will call the wrong one. You see what's happening? Let me reload it here. .q, it called me the explanation of the job description. Now that I need to call the .q2, I will be quick. .q2, I will be quick in typing, so it will just call me that specific snippet. So make sure that you have known, so that it will be not confusing for you, so it will be easier for you. And then, for example, if I'm writing an email, I have a predefined template. The template is .g for Gmail. Let me see what was that template. You just need to remember it. I just forgot it because I just created a test file. .b for the template. So you have a predefined template that you can attach your resume and just send it to the recruiter that you have. You don't need to do anything much here, complicated stuff. That's the other function feature of the extension, I would say. And the other one is coming to the auto job. No, like coming to the snippet itself. So you can edit the pre-existing ones, or you can delete the pre-existing ones. Okay, that's the advantage of it. And then you can create the shortcut by typing here and the description up here. So the call will be the key, and the description will be the stuff that you want to insert there. And then coming to the auto job, here is a little complex in task. So you all see the extension on the LinkedIn itself. Now, how about the rest of the job portals? Some job portals are unique ones that just came very recently. Let's pretend that Indeed is never before and got popular just today, and the extension I coded was on LinkedIn itself. But what about the Indeed? For what about the Dice? What about for the ZipRecruiter? What about for the Monster? Let me go ahead and show you what's about these web pages or the job portals. So I'm on the Indeed. Now that I'm on the Indeed, I have the company name FedStack. I don't know whether this is an original company name or a agency again. Even though you have filters up here, job type and visit, job type is full-time. I have it already. Yeah, date of posting. But last 24 hours updated. We never know what this company is. We will link. It might be a genuine company, but I don't know. But how about we have circles up here? I don't have circles up here because this is like literally pretend that this is a new website altogether that we encountered. So what happens here with the auto job is that we have certain set of shortcut keys, right? Let me go to the help section. Shortcut key 1, shortcut key 2, shortcut key 3. So these shortcut command I. It's a copy to clipboard, but it never does it because I did not feed that information. It just brings a prompt. Let me do one thing real quick. Go to the job extract. Let me take this down like this. Test. Just I put test and save the prompt and come back here. Just reload this page. Once you change anything, predefined elements or stuff in the extension, please reload the web page that you're on. And now, right here, what I'm gonna do is command I is a prompt, right? So command I will click on command I. It's a copy to the clipboard. Let me go ahead and give the stuff to the AI chatbot, command B. So it did in fact copy the Indeed requirement. Let me show it to you. So it did actually copy it because I can't pretend that this is a new website. Let's maybe do with the dice. Okay, I will do with the dice. Command I, it copied. Let me go ahead and see what it copied. Oh my god. It again copied the whole thing. But let me tell you. This extension I already tested on Dice, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Monster. I was expecting something not to work, and yet all these are working. Or let me go to the Google. This is a complicated one. These ones are like tough to crack. Let me see what happens here. Command I, copied. Let me see whether it is really good. See, this is what I was trying to show you guys. Finally, I got something to show you guys. So pretend that Google Job Portal is a brand new one that we all hit today, saw, and we don't know about this till today. And now I wanted to have the circles. I want to have the whole thing working on this new website. I want the shortcut keys to work. Let's say the command. What was the shortcut key for the launching the AI webpage? I have the AI webpage here. What was the shortcut key? The shortcut key is Ctrl Shift 2. So if I can Ctrl Shift 2, it is launching just the test. The test is the prompt. It is not getting the job description. It is not taking the company name because it is not able to read the new web page. So treat this as a new web portal that we all hit today. And how to train this extension is that you just need to give an API key again here. Let me copy the existing API key and paste that API key up here. So after it giving you a green signal, that means it copied the API key. I will just reload the page, go to the extension again, and just click confirmation. If you see here in the logs, it will be nice and clean and neat. Saying sending to AI model for analyzation, calling the Gemini API, Gemini 2.5 Flash is being called, and it started reading the whole website. What happened here is, you can close the extension. What happened here is, it will take the screenshot snippet of the viewing place that you are currently on. And what does it do is, it will teach the extension and it will use the AI model with a certain set of instructions and teach that AI model once forever. It will teach that website. As soon as it is done teaching the website, you can save that site confirmation now that it thought the website completely. So I wanted to show you a complicated thing on the job board for the Google, especially is it has two job descriptions. One is the job highlights and the other one is full job description. See, job highlights is the one that you can see, and if you scroll down here, it have more job highlights and it have show full job description. Now, which one you want me to depend? I can depend on the job highlights. The extension can depend on the job highlights to make the resume out. It's sure to depend on the job description to make the resume, because this is the actual full job description. So it will teach us itself. It will teach us. It will teach us itself by telling it, hey, the job description is in pieces. One is in that place and the other one is in this place. So mix it all together when you're trying to do the job description for a user. Now, I'm in Pacific Talent Resources. Pacific Talent Resources. I don't know whether it is a real company or not. We will get that green circle or red circle in a second up here. Let me go ahead and click the Command Shift 2 to launch the. Now what it does is, now it got the job description, the job highlights, and the job highlights, the complete job highlights. Just it relied on the job highlights. It kept on relying on the job highlights. Since in the AI prompt, I just had the word test. It just got the test and plus the job description just now. Now, if you see, it started working, but it doesn't started actively performing. So what do I mean by is, it end up getting the information up from here itself. So let's say if I just check this out, it's got this information. Let me go back here. Let me click on the open full description. I don't want to click on the open full description, but let me do it. Let me go ahead and get experience about planning. Okay, let me see if it got this part of the job description. Copy, paste. It actually did. How it did is that maybe it got from the job highlights itself. Maybe job highlights also have the same set of information, so it might got from there too. But here, what you need to do is, let's say I move to a different one. See, I have two parts, right? So you need to teach the extension a little more, so it will work more accurately. So if you come back to the auto job page here, you see the google.com here. So you click on the manual set here. It asks for you to the job description HTML, company name HTML. So what I'm going to do usually is, I will click on the inspect. What I will do is, like, I will do, like, highlight specific word or thing on there and go on to the inspect. I just inspected it. If I start hovering on each and element, if you see there, it is highlighting the blue element, right? And the blue element and the green element. So if you see on this side, it will try to highlight that pieces. So I will go to the part where it highlights the entire set. That is the one that I need. So this is the one, it is highlighting the whole set, right? So I will take this, I will click on edit attribute. Let me go ahead and do one more time here. Edit has HTML. So I will go ahead and copy everything. What I just did is, I just copied the whole job description, job highlights, everything from top to bottom. If you delete this, the information up here will start deleting as well. So if it didn't delete that specific information, that means it is not the complete space. I mean the complete part. There is more to it. So you just need to go ahead and find where it is. Since I deleted it, saved it, it started, like, disappearing. Why it disappeared is that I deleted it. Go ahead to the extension, go ahead to the auto job page, manual source, job description, just paste the whole messy code here and just click save. You can just do that. You don't need to even copy the company HTML. You can just simply do that part. If you see here, it is doing the rest. Company selector did not match, asking AI to correct it. So it is requesting again to AI for failed section. So calling the AI part. What happening here is, we are teaching that to go to a specific accurate location. If you know much more how to copy the HTML DOM, there are dozens of YouTube videos that teaches you how to copy the existing code from the web page. So I highly recommend you guys to watch those couple of videos, so you will understand how does that works. So it will be very easy for you to, like, every time copy the specific part of the job description. So that way, more information will be fed when we are trying to create our resume that belongs to the job description. So let's wait for it to done for the analyzation part. And before that analyzation part, let me go ahead and go to the add circle feature, where we want to add circles, the red and green status circles. So I will click the website add for this website. So I got this google.com. Okay, I got the two information that we still need to feed in, and click on the analyze before we click on the analyze button. So I will teach you that too. Let me go to this, the same one, the Kroger. I will wait first. You need to know where you need to put that specific circles. You need to put that specific circles to the company name. If it is not a company name, the circles will never be shown for you. So try to understand where all the time the company name is. It is very easy. See, Pacific is a company, and the Kroger is a company. VI Live is a company name. Blue Origin is one of the other company name that is for the job postings. So what I'm going to do is, I will copy a whole element of this. I mean the whole card. I will go to the inspect. If I go to the inspect, I will show you one more time very clearly here. Observe it. So we need to first give the parent element. Parent element is the element that holds the child. What do I mean by that is, if you start hovering on the specific elements like this, you see it is keep on highlighting on your left side. You see that very clean. You can, like, make it big or make it small. I recommend you to keep small, because if you like, these days the websites are super interactive. If you go to the smaller version, that will convert into the mobile. So mobile have whole lot of different elements that will not again work in the same way. So I highly recommend you guys to keep it as small as it can be on the right panel, so that you can get the right exact place every time for your circles to be. A little bit, if you don't have any experience on this HTML DOM elements, how that those works, it will be a little complicated, but I think you can pull it off very easily. I pull it out, so you can definitely. So here, if you see, they are highlighting it right, each and every element. We need to find the element that highlights the Kroger itself in the purple boundary. Let me show you what I mean. Before doing that, I need to first do the parent. That means the whole thing that is holding. So if you think this is the whole thing holding, no, this is not the whole thing holding. If you see the purple box, it is fully occupied. All the information is inside that purple box, but you need to find the other purple box which is fully occupies this thing. So what do I mean by that is, this is the one. This is the one that fully occupies it. If you see the div value over there and highlights in the blue, that's the one. So if you go to the different page, like, the different element, see, I will work with the blue origin, so that way you will easily understand. So if I hover on the blue origin is completely highlighted. That specific card is highlighted if you see here. So let me go ahead and click that blue origin and go ahead and click on edit as HTML. See, highlighted nice and clean the whole card. I will copy it. I will come to my extension, come to my circle, and come to my set parent element. I need to give the parent element first. I given the parent element is marked complete, and I still have the child element. Let me see for the auto job. It is still doing its thing. So analyzing running in the background, you can close this pop-up safely. So it's still analyzing it. Does it work? We don't need to worry about it at all. And now let me click outside. Since I got the parent element, I need to find for the child element. The child element is the one which is holding the Kroger information. So how can I find it is, when you're already in here in the HTML editing page, so you need to click outside the field, then it will go normal. Then again, you need to start searching for the blue origin. So try to get the same child element when you given the parent element. For example, if this is the parent element you give the child element belongs to this parent element itself. Don't go for the Kroger or Y living. That confuses the logic and takes much more analyzation part. Okay. So it is still this highlighted is the whole card. Let me scroll a little bit down. If you see the purple started coming up, what I did is I just like drop the drop down of the element. If I go drop the drop down of the element, I have few other elements here. In that one more, I have L5NWLD, which is the other child element, which is holding the company name, but this is not the exact child element. So if I click on this again, I have few other child elements, and MGJ2AF is other child element, and I will go ahead and click one more time. I have few other child elements here. And if I pass that boundary, I'm going to a new job description. No, I don't need to go into a new job description. I need to come back to the same boundary. Okay, I see there is one more drop down here. I will click on one more drop down here, and I will start hovering on the elements. Okay, this is the one that is again inside of the big parent element, and then I got like closure. Now I got a little bit close. MQUD2B. I will expand this. Now I got pretty much individual elements now. See, every single individual element. This is the for the logo and the boundary of the card, and I don't need here because this doesn't have my company name. So this have my company name, blue origin. I will expand this shell, and after expanding this shell, I will go inside the child elements again. I will try to search for the element by element. So there were two elements here. So in two elements, this is not the one that I'm looking for because this is have the day posted, full-time position, and the role related to, and I don't want that. I want this place. So I will go ahead and expand this. And when I did that, I got again two layers. This layer is to click save and share. I don't need this elements. I need this part because this have the job title, company name, and the location. I will expand this. And now I was at the final location, I hope. This is the job title. I don't want this. I need the company name. So this is the company name. And this is the, again, other elements. I don't want this element. So I will go up and I hover on this. This is the company name. I will click on this, right click, edit as HTML. I hope you understand the whole process, how you need to get the parent element and the child element the same way. Go to my extension, go to add circle, set child element, HTML, just set it, save child. Click analyze and add circle, it immediately does its magic. So it says, see, wrong element. AI says this is not a company name. The text description, a job title, a department. Okay, let me see what did I give into it. See, that's what happened here is I picked up the wrong in the process of explaining you guys. I picked up the wrong information and I tried to feed in, but I need to pick up this element. So what I did is I will just hover on to the right element again. I will click on it. Edit has HTML, and it is not getting that. Let me click it here. Edit has HTML. Now it got that information. Now I will come here, add circle, go to set page. If you see advanced corporation, this is the company job description and some information. That is the reason why we got the red message. Now I feed that information, click save child, and now it got that information. When I click add and analyze, it immediately asks AI, and AI, with the set of instructions that I have feed in there, it will bring the circles back live onto this web page immediately. And you can close this. This is one time for teaching a new web page. I got most of it, most of there are pre-existed, but you guys need to do for the ones which doesn't show you the circles. So it is not big complicated. If you go wrong, it will tell it is wrong. If it doesn't work, it will say it will do nothing. It will show you the red circles and red marks in the extension very clearly. Yet if you didn't understand, hit me up. I will write back to you in just 24 hours. Hit me up at the submit feedback. Just take a picture of it. Hey, like describe the issue. Hey, I was not able to do this part up here. Could you help me out? And just send me a screenshot of it, and I will write you back from krishnaxkv@gmail.com. Now that I finished up with the Google job board, let me see what my AI model was working on for the auto job detection. So still it is taking time to understand. So what I'm going to do is I will stop the analyzation. What happened was, if you remember, we used the first AI model. So the AI model ran out of the memory. I mean the tokens. Since the first model ran out of the tokens, I will use the second model. I will give that second model API key. And then it does its magic. Then send it to it. Waiting for the page to fully load it, sending the AI model information to Gemini AI API. And it will send that information to the AI model, and immediately bang, it came in. So I will save that information. If you remember what we did is previously, we have given the information manually where to look for the job description. Now that I've given the job description and the company name, everything is set to go. That means every single time when you come to the Google to look any specific roles, this will show you nice and clean. Let's say software engineer job. If I come to the jobs, if I go there, see nice and green circles in the web page, showing you whether this is a real requirement or a vendor company requirement or a actual 5,000 or one like whatever Fortune companies. I bet now there are no Fortune companies. I would say every company is laying off, right? Yeah. So this is how to use a extension effectively. And now if I say Command Shift, oh no, I changed that, right? Command I, it will be copying to the clipboard. Once it is copied to the clipboard, if I come here, it will get the huge job description. That means it will get the full job description. Let me see. Job description. Let me see. See, it got the full complete job description. 2 to 4 years experience, 3 minimum. Let me see this thing. Like I will just copy like this and search it in the thing. Let me type it down. Okay, that did work. So I will just click on this. See, this .3 minimum years of requirement needed. If I go to the web page, minimum requirement, preferred year of working, right next to it, preferred year of working. It will get whole job description and the prompt. Since I didn't give in my prompt for understanding the job description for the Google, how we need to set it up. So only one time, even though you close the web page, you come back to the jobs on the Google, the circles are right there. So as you go, the circles form. As you start using the extension, they contribute to the global database, and it will help you to faster the process. You see, we processed almost like 20 to 30 requirements, and it never loaded or asked the AI. It just simply kept on showing green or red or green, and a few of the company names, we got the circles that were being asking for the AI to tell them. So these are the new companies. So since I don't have the right field set up, so since this is like senior SAP SD LE analytics, so the company name is obviously not available in my database, so it will go to the specific research on the specific using the specific prompts, and it will determine whether it is a real company or a agency or maybe a better company, and it will let you know. By that, you can simply like start applying really quick, just by few clicks. Like what was that shortcut key that I changed for launching the AI directly? Is that Ctrl Shift 2? Okay, Ctrl Shift 2. It will just take the AI prompt. It will just take the company name and then immediately launches that thing and make the resume for us. So for that, you just need to go to here. You just need to replace this with this prompt. So I highly recommend you guys to have a strong prompt. The prompt plays a game. So if you see here, I did not log into the ChatGPT. This is a free source of using ChatGPT unlimited times without using your pro subscription of ChatGPT or anything like that. If you have a pro subscription, that would be really awesome. Use it because it will give you a better resume with better points, the responsibilities. So the responsibilities that which we are trying to get right now on the free ones will be less quality compared to the ones which we have a premium subscription. So that way it will understand easily. It will try to get the information done for you easily. So it says to grab the latest resume, I need a targeted company name and the two companies you have worked with, company A, company B, C. There's a problem with it. Sometimes it will understand it quickly, sometimes it doesn't understand. So get a, I will not recommend you guys to go ahead and get it, but build the prompt in such a way that it will be super strong. So see, now it didn't had a problem. I literally have the company A as and company S and company B as and company B, but the previous thing got hallucinated and asked it again for some input, and this thing didn't ask it for us for some input. It just started creating the resume by its own. It just completed the resume. If you see here, company A and company B will be still there. And see, we got an error. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete it, recompile it. Education. See, it is not like having full set of instructions. It got misleaded some places, and it was broken at some places. See here. But if you have a strong, prompt, it will nicely organize everything, nicely form the resume. If you have a logged in account, at least not the premium edition, just log into the account. Then if you log into the account, it uses a free version, much more sensible way. That way you can have a better resume quality out there. So this is the end of the ad circle and auto job. This is how you need to like work with any of the website that doesn't show you right away for the circle. Let me real quick show you for the dice thing. Let me go search for the data engineer. So if you see here, I need a circle right next to it. This is the company name, and I need the circle right next to it. I don't want inside of the job portal. I can get it inside of the job posting as well. Like what do I mean by it? I can get it here also. But if I have the circle up here, I can't quickly glance at the requirement and decide whether or not to open that requirement first in the place, right? So for that reason, I will put it outside in the dice portal. That's how you need to like just think and just add the circle. So if you want to add a circle on the dice, I will just go really fast. Just try to observe what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remove the circles because the circles formed at the wrong spaces as well. So I don't want them to act like that. I'll just go click on the right click menu, and if you see remove all circles for that specific web page, I will do that. I'll just go ahead and remove it, reload one time, and I will do the whole process one last time again because it could be the reason that I might did something wrong. So I will go ahead and do inspect. Yeah, this is the page that first I need to get it. I mean the code that I was supposed to get it. It has HTML. I got that. The parent add circle I need to go dice. So in dice set as parent. So I will change that. I change the parent and then I need to change the child. Now for the child, I need to get specifically the company name. So this is a part that is the company name. So previously what my mistake was, I did the whole element, this whole element that belongs to the parent. But now I need to precisely come down to this P class, which holds the company name TransUnion LLC. And then I need to click edit as HTML. I just need to select the whole P element, which is paragraph, and I need to copy that. Then I need to give this as a child element. Previously I had the whole class element of the child. So now I will change this to this and click on save. And then I will click analyze and add circle. Now I got a clean and nice circles right beside my company name. So this is how I will do. See here I got a red circle. That means the local database doesn't know about the Kern Health Systems, and the cloud database also doesn't know about this company, and it asked it for the AI. Somehow AI got responded outbound. Why it had happened? Since I was stressing the API keys which are available for free for me. Now what I need to do, I need to get a new API key. So in order to get a new API key, I need to create a new account of the Google. So I will not do Google account. I will just do Grok API key real quick. Grok. Since I already have a Grok account and start building, let's go login. Since I already have an account ready for me, I'll go to the API keys here. Let's just go ahead and create one test key here and just click enter. I just created a test API key which I can use and delete later. I can come to my Grok API keys and I can feed my API key here, save, pending, which is pending right now. Let me see what happens. Just give it a second. Broke, still pending. I will just click on retry here, still pending. I think it is still communicating with the API. So I waited a good time. Just I will reload just in case. Yeah, it reloaded, starting working. Local database it is asking, is searching for the Ken Health systems. It didn't find, cloud it didn't find. Immediately task AI, it worked. API is active right now. This is how I will work with the extension. You just need to put some small, like a look at the extension, how it is working. You need to know in and out about the extension, like how it performs, like what it does. So that way you know exactly like when to hold a second and when to know there is some mistake happen. And at the time you can simply go to the right click menu, just reload it or remove the whole circles of that page. If it is at the wrong place, go to the extension, just reload. And Technically speaking, this extension is proof coded. What I did is I checked vulnerabilities. I did like almost 65 testings on this altogether on 178 features and logics. So all the test cases pass it at any cost, even though you have wrong estimations, especially in the add circle button and the auto job portals. The extension will not never fail. If you see here, it is in developer mode. If there is any error by this time, I would have been already seen an error message up here. So that is very clear and proof code that this extension is robust and efficient. And also I can promise that this extension have a capability of understanding the user behavior and it can work with the user to satisfy his or their needs. And coming to the other one is job board. Job board is my favorite since I'm like currently using the bookmark. I'm not having any of the information right there, but here I will use my job board itself. Just create one, just save it, nice and clean card here, which launches the job page every single time. And if you see, if you are in a specific job board in a day, if you come here, it will mark the tick mark. It will tell, hey, you already finished the Indeed, like, or you might be on the Indeed, you just maybe applying on the Indeed, but you click the Indeed today. And for the dice, it is not there. And also what happens for the Indeed is, if you leave it alone for next day tomorrow when you open the extension, the check mark will go away. And the other way to remove the check mark is click clear. And if you are done with this, if you open this, it will put the green check marks. And if you uncheck it, it will like give you an like assumption that you need to work on these again, on those links again. Every time, if you see, after me performing a task, I'm coming back to the extension page, if you observed or not. But what I'm trying to do here is every time I'm coming back to see if there is an error or not. If there is an error or not. That's that much of consciousness I was in on the testing. Any feature, no error. Trust me. Auto launch, the hide button and unhide button. After you have a URL, just save it and just hide it. Why I have this hide and unhide buttons are to increase the space of the list so you can work with more. Same here, you will have the space to work with more. Excuse me. So the buttons are simply a smart way for me to not always rely on the shortcut keyboard, because these days after getting this extension, I'm not even using my keyboard at all. What I'm doing is I'm just coming to the job portals that I wanted to. I'll just go to that specific job. If I like this job to apply, I will see the company name, the green circle. I will see if there is a hiring manager. Just come to the extension. I'll just go to the auto launch. Click on the second one, which says no select. Sorry, click on the first one. So this is no text selected. I will show you in a second. Click on the launch AI. So it will go to the AI page. I'll just hold it for like 2 seconds here, because it is pretending like human behavior. It is not pretending like an AI or like a predefined predefined payload that works on the chatbot, which detects it and gives a strike for that IP address. I don't want to happen at all. So this behaves like a human, which has its own pace and the way of clicking buttons. If you see here, previously we have retry in the midnight, but now my servers, the GPUs are not overclocked, so I got activated again here on the new. Oh no, never mind. I think I changed the API key, I guess. I'm not sure on this one though, but yeah, one of it might be the reason. See, invalid. I deleted that API key. It got invalid. So that's how it actually works, the whole extension. And coming to the launch with the selected text Command M, you guys already saw that previously. Let's say you have a requirement from some vendor. That's a job requirement. I'm even not using my keyboard these days. I'm using just my mouse. So I just wanted to have these buttons up here too. Select and launch. It does its thing. You don't need to stay on that thing. You can come back. Whatever you're doing, you can do. Or else you can launch a new thing. By the time it takes its time and gets that prompt and the description and everything. See, this is the problem with the free accounts or not logged in accounts. They doesn't know what they are doing. So usually what I do is I will not use Zapply, I will use Gemini, or I will use like GitHub Copilot or Claude sometimes. So that way it will be easier for me. For example, if you're using Vivo AI. So this is also free, right? So let me take this Vivo and I will go here, go to the auto launch page. I will expand this, I will change this, save the green mark and close this extension. Come back. I will just reload the page since I changed the predefined information. And then I click on the shortcut. Let me, excuse me, let me see the shortcut. Command M. Oh, sorry, it was for the selected text. So see, that's how it will communicate back immediately to you. So Command M, you need to select the text and then you need to click the shortcut key. So that way it will launch that, right? So, but I will use the button. See, that's why I will use the buttons. Buttons are really good. You just simply click it. You don't need to do much. Launch AI, just launch AI. It will get the job description, plus the prompt, send it to the AI model, and auto launches it, and start thinking on it. The AI does its job. You don't need to wait for the AI to do its job. You just go back, you work. This is all lazy, quick, easy way, right? Pretty much you don't need to do much harder work, I would say, honestly. please log into the accounts. Then it will be nice and clean resumes that you can get, and have a strong prompt so that the prompt will not get misleaded on the AI when it is developing the resume for you. That's the only trickier parts that you need to look for, and most of it is like auto job application. This is like auto job applications. Pretty much, you are like doing nothing except clicking the buttons and realizing which applications you need to put in and which you not to put in. And coming to the help section, and help section is also one of my favorite. It has the tab manager. What does this tab manager do is, after you're having 10 API keys, you don't need to come every single time to the Gemini API key. See how nasty it will be. As soon as you open the extension, you will be landing on Gemini and you need to joggle between the buttons. Hey, this is the auto launch button I need here every single time. So what I did is, you can hide that. And the beauty is, if you hide this, you can still access really quick from the tab manager itself. If you have any doubt or change or like sync, you can really quick come back here. If you want to go to the Gemini page really quick for one single time, that you just need to change something, you can do that. And next, every single time, it will be the next thing. So I will hide that too. I will hide job extractor. I will hide a company name, because company name is something like one time thing that you don't need to do anything. This company name is something like to copy the information. And the snippets, one time if you fix all your snippets, whatever you want, you can hide it. Whenever you want to really quick change something or add new ones, you can just like click on coming to the help and just come to the tab manager, click on the snippet. For one time, it will show you the the snippet tab. You just work on it, you move on. You don't need to hide, unhide it again. And same with the auto job. So auto job is one which I will come once in a while, because if there is a new website, you just need to come to the auto job. I will just hide that too. Add circles once. If you add all the website circles, I don't need to come back. If there is a new website only, I will come back. I will work. I will go back. And coming to the job board is the one which I use every single day. So this is the one which I first interact with every single day to launch every single job portal. After me launching this, I honestly don't need to come back to the Indeed. After me working on the Indeed, I will move on to the next website. So job board is not my first priority. What is my first priority? The auto launch is my first priority. So how I can do that is, I need to come to the help and I just need to move that to the first. So every single time when you open, the auto job launch will be up there ready for you to work for you, and it's very easier. And the second thing will be the job board. You need the job board every day, right? So that is why I didn't hide that. You know, if you can hide it, if you don't, if you think you just need once in a while, right? If you launch the Indeed, you're done for the day. If you launch the dice, you just work on the dice by going to this and just by working here. Oh, there you go. I hit the first. Let me see what I hit. Oh, my bad. I had the different one. I thought I hit the error. Okay, never mind. I'll just come back. I'll just check the auto launch. See, there is no error. Okay, I thought that was an error. No, never mind. Okay. This is how you will work with this extension. Pretty much, you can hide everything. I'll just keep the auto launch and help. I will just come here for the job board. Job board is also hard for me to come all the way down here, so I will just move it to the top, so that I can quickly come to the help center, manage tabs. I don't need to scroll or click anything, just help center, jobs up here. I will do my stuff. As soon as I'm done with my stuff, with my Indeed, I need to go back to the, guys, I need to go back to the Indeed. I went back to the Indeed. So this is hard for me to every time to come to the help section. So I make it enable, auto launch is the second one, and this is the first one. So what I want to do is, I want to put this at the bottom again. So let's say if you have everything, whatever you move the positions will be right there. Remember that as well. Every single time I open job extraction, where is that? Job board is up here. So if you see help, the job board was here. So you can move the tabs up here. You can see the live transaction up there as well, right here. And I'll just close everything up. I don't want all of these tabs. Job board should be the second one, so I will put it at the bottom. I will leave like this. So this is how I work with the extension, and the help of the extension is this. And you can work pretty much on any website. You can work on Dice, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Glassdoor, any of them it will work. You just need to go to that specific website. Let's go to the Simply Hire, and if I'm on a specific requirement, if I click on command, what was that? To just copy the stuff. Command I copied it. Let me see how true copied I did. Command V. I think it's only the prompt. Yeah. See, let me show you something here real quick. I need to go to the help section, job extract. I just need to remove it, save it. I just save the empty. So if you come to this Simply Hire is the first website that the extension is hitting on. Okay. So when I did command I, it showed no job description found on this web page. So it's literally the job description is here, but it gave me the error. So what does it makes sense is that you need to teach the extension about this new company. So you just need to come to the auto job. After coming to the auto job, you need to expand this because you need to see the live transaction, what's happening. Just click confirmation here. So what it does is it will take the Simply Hire web page altogether and it start analyzing it. What happened here is in specific. So page fingerprints completed to 91 and such was sent to the AI model, and Gemini said you're executed, like, you know, you reached the quota for the day. So since it is reached the quota, what is the next step I need to do is I need to change this API key. So how can I change that? I will go to the Gemini and see if there are any available API keys right now. Yes, I have this API key that I can use because it is still active and green, and maybe this is the one I had in the auto job. So that is the reason why the quota was already being used. So that is the reason why it didn't work. Let me send this information to the other AI model, and Gemini is calling the Flash 2.5 with 291 lines of code. So see here, structure plus content plus company, it's calling 291 lines only. On an average, on a web page, on an average, it will have a huge number of lines, but it's still called only some certain of lines, right? Simply Hire is added to it. So since Simply Hire is added to it, let me see what it did. I don't need to actually reload it. I will just go ahead and command I. It copied to the clipboard. Let me see how much of the job description it copied. Let me go to the new page here. Just I will reload this page because it should work the command V. So command V got it. Join the data annotation team, benefits, responsibility, qualification, C, C++, React, Go, Java, Kotlin, Shift. All these were being copied, and $40 per hour. Let me see this requirement. Is that the same requirement it was saying? Yeah, JavaScript, C, C Sharp, C++, React, Java. Yep, $40 per hour. Let me see the company name. Data annotation is the company name up here. Let me see up here what's the company name. So go to the help section, go to the company name, data annotation. Let me go ahead and click the other one, which is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I go to the extension. When you click on the extension, go to the company name to see whether it copied the Federal Bureau of Investigation or not. There you go, Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is it. This is it. How you teach the extension on a new websites, and this is how you can get the circles. For example, let me go ahead and do the real quick circle on this page as well. Data engineer. So I want the circles to be on beside SSR mirrored right here on the left side or on the right side, somewhere around here. This is where the company name is every single time on every single job post for the company. So what I'm going to do is really quick. I will go to the extension, go to the help center, and go to the add circles. I just click on unhide it because I'm keep on working on it, right? So I will just unhide it for now and go to the add circle. There we go, and click on add this website. Simply hide is added to this thing. And first I need to get the parent, and then I need to get the child, and then I need to analyze and submit it. So I will go ahead and just click on the inspect. So the inspect. So this thing is like copying the full. I don't want this. I just need the parent element. So where is the parent element I need to find? Let me see. So this is the whole thing that holding the job requirements, job postings. So I will expand it. I will go one by one. Okay, this is where it first strike the box. So let me go a little bit higher. So this is where it is showing me. So let me unminimize it, minimize it. Okay, this is the first card, this is the second card, and this is the third card. First, second, third. So I will go to the first card. Since this is the parent element, so this is the whole card that I was talking about. So I will go ahead and copy this as a parent element. Since I need to go to the add circle again, simply hire, is this the website? Yes, this is the website, and yes, I need to view this is the orange. I need to view in the orange and click save. It turned green. That's good. Child. Now I need to find exactly the SSR mirroring. SSR mining is up here. So this is where it is. So if you see, this is where exactly SSR mining here in the element as well. So if I go like this, it is again misleading the child information. I don't want that to be happen. I will stick with the highlighted span 8.96 into 19. Just copy this by going to the right click, edit as HTML. Just blindly I will click Command A, Control A to select all, and then Command C, Control C to copy it blindly. Come to this extension, go to the add circle, go to the set child element, and Command B. So let me check one more time. It is the one or not. So company name very clearly says the class ID, SSR my name. Yes, this is what I wanted to feed in. So I will say select in, analyze and circle. Bang, there we go. I got my circles in the Simply Hire. This is the first time I teach the extension with the Simply Hire website, and then I don't need to do it again and again when I come back to here. Go to the second page. I have circles. So the circle for data annotation, if we remember, the data annotation for the LinkedIn was red, and also from here is also red. So this is an agency company for sure. I will just skip it. So what I'm going to do is I will just put full time here. Not any time past 24 hours. So see here I got an exclamatory mark. So that means my second AI model API key was tired or maybe hit the quota, because I did train my circle on the same API key. I did train the whole web page on the same API key. By this time the GPUs are clogged up and it had hit the limit. The quota was being over. So I need to change, or I need to wait for it to re-get the free quota period again. So until unless I will see the red exclamatory marks. This is how I will treat the extension. Okay, I hope you guys also do the same. And if you see for some other things you have the green, that means we have it on our local and also we have it on our database. So if I see here on the standard mine, this doesn't have any circle up here because these are the discover recent jobs. These are not the actual filtered quota that we have been given the circle. So if I change this to the Java, let's say, let me see for the Java. See, data annotation, this I don't want, this I don't want, the CACI, this I don't want, I don't know about this. These are all got the exclamatory marks. So what I'm gonna do is I go back to the extension for the job board, and since already it was marked tick, I will unmark it from the, okay, this is not that, so let me go ahead. So I will unmark it and I will come back whenever my APIs started working again. We just need to give some time for them to cool down, or you can do like, a best way to do is pause them. So that way, even though you don't know, the AI still will be running in the background to accommodate all the usage, right? So that's why just type in here random stuff, just hide it, just put these on the pause, and if you have some in the grok, make sure they are on the pause too, so they have the breathing space, and just reload the web page. Whatever you have already, it will load up. Whatever you don't have it, it will just wait for the AI to be back online. And if you want to check it one more time, just click on the retry. It says pending. Let me see what happens here. It is still on pending. It's going from the local database LD to CL, and it hit the AI as well, and the AI said no, I can't do nothing. So why you're not able to see it here immediately is that it was going on the live process really quick and fast. So that is why you just need to close and open the extension one more time if you want to be that patient and be that clean on checking the information. I highly recommend you guys to just put like 10 API keys for the Gemini and like 5 for the Grok. Whole day, 10 hours of heavy work, it takes down very, very clearly. Now with 2 API keys, I almost spent 1 hour recording this video, and I went through so many companies and it helped me every single time. I just had only 2 or 3 API keys. Imagine if you have 10, it will absolutely work for like hours. I have tested it for almost 4 hours. That's the biggest that I can work on finding new requirements. And on that 10 hours, sometimes I got responses within a fraction of a second because of already the data was existed on a few other companies' names already. Only a few times the AI checked and relaxed it. We need to also give AI some breathing space, right? So I hope you understand that too. And whatever you don't want it, just hide it. I just keep these 2 and I will sign off. This is my extension. You can use everywhere, especially on the job boards, on all of these job boards. And also you can know which company to work with and which not to work with. So see, I don't want to waste time reaching out to this vendor. I will waste my time on capital RX vendor. I already have a suggestion up here. And then also I can go to the company's portal up here and then go to the people. You can just type recruiter maybe. Just type it, hit enter. And these are like some of the talent acquisition recruiters that are in that company, and you can message them. You know, this is how I will work with the green circles and I will avoid the red circles. Vaira, global remote job platform. It's a remote job platform and they are posting their job in the LinkedIn. is the funniest one that I ever encountered. Again, see again, yeah, this is the other job platform that you can search for the requirements. So this is completely weird these days. You know, the job requirements are getting weird day by day. That is the whole point that I made this green and red circles. It's like more of red light and green light. Thank you very much. Signing off.